You are watching Access LaPorte County, Channel 97. Coming up next is the January 9th, 2023 meeting of the Michigan City Board of Works and Safety. You can find more information for this meeting by visiting www.accesslaportecounty.org.
Good morning, everyone. I'd like to call this meeting of the Michigan City Board of Public Works and Safety to order this 9th day of January 2023. President Mayor Dwayne Perry, Mr. Michael Vinson, myself, Virginia Keating, we have a quorum. First item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes of the regular hybrid Zoom meeting of December 19th, 2022. Are there any corrections?
None here, Madam Chair.
I'll make a motion, we approve.
Support.
I'll call for the vote. Mayor Perry.
Aye.
Mr. Vinson.
Aye.
Chair votes aye as well. Next item on the agenda is the election of officers. At this time, the chair will entertain nominations for president.
Would like to nominate Virginia Keating.
I will support that nomination.
Then I'll call for the vote. Mayor Perry.
Aye.
Mr. Vinson.
Aye.
Chair votes aye as well, and thank you.
Congratulations.
And thank you.
Dubious distinction, right? The next is a nomination for vice president. I'll nominate Michael Vinson.
I will second that nomination.
Call for the vote. Mayor Perry.
Aye.
Mr. Vinson.
Aye.
Chair votes aye as well. Congratulations, Michael.
Thank you.
Next item on the agenda is for informational purposes only. Chief Doug Legault, Michigan City Fire Department, is announcing the retirement of fireman Chris Hartsberg with 28 years of service with the department. I'd like to thank Chris for his service. The next item on the agenda is the opening of bids for a 2023 purchase of a backhoe loader for the Michigan City Street Department. Is there anyone here wishing to submit a bid today? Hearing none, then I need a motion to close the bids.
Motion to close the bids.
Second.
I'll call for the vote. Mayor Perry.
Aye.
Mr. Vinson.
Aye.
Chair votes aye as well.
Madam President, we've received two bids. The first is from West Side Tractor Company. It's in the amount of $200,900. Again, $200,900. Second is from McCain. It's in the amount of $182,275 and $182,275, and that is it.
Thank you. Do I have a motion to assign this matter to the legal department and the street department for review?
Motion made.
Second.
I'll call for the vote. Mayor Perry.
Aye.
Mr. Vinson.
Aye.
Chair votes aye as well. Next item on the agenda is the opening of bids received for a municipal tractor for the Michigan City Street Department. Is there anyone here wishing to submit a bid this morning? Hearing none, then do I have a motion to close the bids?
Make a motion, we close the bids.
Support.
I'll call for the vote. Mayor Perry.
Aye.
Mr. Vinson.
Aye.
Chair votes aye as well.
We have received one bid, even though I'm holding two of them. It looks like one is a copy that goes to the Human Rights Department, but we'll open it. It's from Bell Equipment Company. So we did two quotes here, one for a 2022 model and one for a 2023. So the 2022 model is $226,050 with a delivery date of February 20th of this year. 2023 model is $237,940.50 with a delivery date of June 15th of this year.
Thank you.
Let me just double check to make sure this is just a duplicate.
Thanks.
It's just a duplicate. Thank
All
you.
right, then I need a motion to assign to legal and the street department review.
I'll make that motion, Madam Chair.
I'll second.
Yeah, call for the vote. Mayor Perry,
Aye.
Mr. Vincent,
Aye.
Chair votes aye as well. It's understood that the review will return when it's either completed or by the next meeting, whichever works for you guys.
Correct.
The next item on the agenda is a memorandum of understanding. The Unity Foundation of LaPorte County is requesting approval of a memorandum of understanding between the City of Michigan City and the Unity Foundation of LaPorte County to expand the American Rescue ARP funds by providing grant support to nonprofits that improve the life of Michigan City residents in the amount of $5,500. Is there anyone here wishing to address us on this? Amber, do you want to go ahead?
Sure, Madam President. As everybody's well aware, the city received substantial funds from the American Rescue Plan. The council and administration have devised majority of plans for that money. There's still money that remains, but part of the plan is giving grants to charitable organizations. And this MOU would be between the city and Unity Foundation, specifically to use Unity Foundation's grant platform to maintain our records in the submission of these grants. In the amount of $5,500, we would be compensating Unity. There is no set duration here. We're unsure of how long round one's going to take. So the duration is going to be until the completion of round one of the grant cycle.
Thank you for that explanation. Are there any comments from the public? Board have any comments?
Just one, Madam Chair, Attorney Stallbrink. This would have to coincide with the rules for ARPA. So this agreement would be through December 31st of 2024, when we have to have every penny of our ARPA money committed, I believe.
It does have to be committed by then, correct?
So I would assume that would be when this thing would end. Their services.
Yeah, that's my guess.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, it may probably be beforehand, but
Sure.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other comments?
Madam Chair, I'd just like to ask, in the MOU, it's replacing, or it's putting responsibility in Michigan City to assign a contact person. Is that somebody that's already in place with the city?
It would be Janet Butner, who does our Michigan City Scholarship Program. So I believe, Mayor, correct, she's going
Yes,
to be
Jan-
handling the.
Janet is our Promise Scholarship Director, but she stepped forward to assist in the ARPA process. So it'll be Ms. Butner.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, then do I have a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Support?
And I'll call for the vote. Mayor Perry,
Aye.
Mr. Vincent,
Aye.
Chair votes aye as well. The next item on the agenda is a request for subscription service. Robin Tillman, Transit Director, is requesting approval of a GPS and video dash cam service agreement. Good morning, Robin.
Good morning, Robin Tillman, Michigan City Transit Director. I'm requesting that we enter into a new agreement with a new company for our video surveillance and GPS tracking on the bus systems. We've had cameras on our buses for over 20 years, They've been a great aid in accident investigation, employee coaching and training. And the new technology is so much more advanced from our old camera system. In the past, we've had to go to the bus to retrieve the video surveillance cards, take them into the office, review them, download them onto a flash drive to share, things of that nature. This would include having a cloud storage where it automatically goes up into storage and we can pull it down within minutes to view. It also, it's like offers insurance incentives and costs for insurance. The quality of the video is much greater, higher pixels. It also includes a maintenance diagnostic. I can pull up the maintenance for the vehicles, see what the problem that the vehicle is having and get it right over to the maintenance department. This is also part of a 3-phase project that we'll be going into. We want to get real-time tracking for the public on our buses so that the passengers can have an app, they can trip plan, and they can view where they want to go and map out their trip. It first begins with us having the GPS tracking system. And then after that, we go into a project where we're going to get the statistical data. And then it's like that goes to Google Map. And then in-house, I've already spoken with Andy Metanik. We're going to go to building our own app for the public, our web-based app. I have some demonstrations. I want to show you how the system works. This is an alert that pops onto supervisor's desk. It tells us what activity is happening. This one says hard braking. And it shows you the speed that the bus is traveling, the speed it should be. And the conduct. And it shows exactly what's happening in real time. We also have a live view that I can download and call up and view the bus in this moment and what's happening. Switching. It has both views available. When it's going live, it's a little slower. And retrieving. And it's not normal for the supervisor to be on the bus to actually observe the driver driving and the habits that they have. So we miss out on a lot of those tools because it's like once I'm on board, the driver's on their best behavior. This is a way to view them and see exactly what they're doing when they're out performing their duties. Mm-hmm. After reviewing, it's like the 3 products we've been doing a demonstration and navigating the 2 of the products. We had Motive placed on 2 units and Samsara placed on the other 2 units and both apps. And I was attempting to learn both products at the same time. I found Motive to be more user-friendly to me. IT has been a great assistance in helping me navigate my way. And it is my recommendation that we enter into an agreement with Motive.
And how many years is that agreement to be?
3 years.
Okay, and what is the total cost?
Total cost $111.
Okay, and I understand you're already budgeted for year 1.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. Amber, did you want to say anything about this?
No, I've reviewed it with Robin, and spent some time going over this, and IT supports it as well.
Good.
The other thing I can just tell the board is that the cameras come in very handy when we have any issues come about. And I regularly will go to Robin and ask for them. So I fully support this.
Sounds like a good program. Are there any comments from the public? Go ahead, Tommy.
Hi, Tommy Kolovic, 1316 Ohio Street. I really commend our transit director, Robin Tillman, for this initiative. I think the GPS is really convenient for the riders. I often visit other cities, much larger cities than ours, have much more massive web transit systems than ours. With the GPS, all you gotta do is just pull up your transit app on your phone, and it'll tell you can actually track the bus, and it'll show you where the next bus is at in the city. And it'll also tell you right down to the minute when the bus is going to arrive at your stop. So it'll be a great convenience. This is kind of Michigan City 1.5 what we're upgrading to our transit. What we really need to do is go up to 2.0, and that would be implementing a mobile transit and fare app. The phones now, they have what they call near field communication technology. You always see that little symbol. It's basically just tap and go. There'd be no more going to the controller's office and have physically go and plunk down your $20 to get your monthly pass, or having to reach in your pocket and get out $1, or have somebody want to know, hey, can I have $1? It's a pretty common thing. I think that would be really great for us to have. And I think that would help increase ridership. I know if we had that, I'd ride the bus more. Thank you.
Those are all projects we're working on.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Is there any board comments?
I'd like to say that's top notch, Robin. I'm really impressed with that. And you continue to do an excellent job. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, any other comments?
No, I would just like to say I had notes written down and in my mind, and questions to ask, because everybody knows I love to ask questions, but great presentation. You answered everything before I had a chance to ask. So,
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Okay, do I have a motion?
I make a motion, we approve the motive.
Support.
Okay, then I'll call for the vote. Mayor Perry,
Aye.
Mr. Vincent,
Aye.
chair votes aye as well. The next item on the agenda is thank you, Robin. Next item on the agenda is the payroll docket for December 29th, 2022. The city payroll of $670,890.12. December 30th, 2022, city pension of $207,143. Claims docket of January 9th, 2023, municipal claims of $1,089,792.51. Health and life insurance fund, $452,026.72. CDBGs, that's Community Development Block Grant, is $0. Workers' Comp Trust, EFT, $84,548.71. Special events, $3,700 for total claims, $1,630,067.94. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve the claims as stated.
A second.
Then I'll call for the vote. Mayor Perry,
Aye.
Mr. Vincent,
Aye.
chair votes aye as well. Next item on the agenda is the unfinished business pending items list. First item is Coleman Moore, 201 Hoyt Street, requesting stop signs or speed bumps at Barker Avenue and Hoyt Street.
Good morning, Corporal Wright, Commander of the Traffic Division, Michigan City Police. I did a traffic study for this. First off, in the last 5 years, we've only had 4 crashes at this intersection. Between December 24th at about 4 o'clock and ending January 2nd at about 3 o'clock in the morning, actually, 19,225 vehicles drove through this intersection. There was an average speed of only 29 miles per hour. Speed limit's only 30 miles per hour. So at this point, I would recommend we do not put up a stop sign, and we would just increase patrols there. Any questions?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any comments from the board?
Thank you, Corporal. It was a real detailed report. Thank you very much.
I'll make a motion that we deny the stop sign request.
Support.
And I'll call for the vote. Mayor Perry.
Aye.
Mr. Vincent.
Aye.
Chair votes aye as well. Thank you, Corporal. Yes, we'll remove that, please. The next item on the agenda is Dave Bila, 3044 Ohio Street, redress concerns with the drainage issues in the 3rd Ward. My understanding was Mr. Bila was supposed to have some contacts with others regarding this. Is anyone here? Mayor, do you remember this one? Steve.
Yes, he has been, Mr. Beal has been working with I believe he might have had a short conversation with Mr. Minnick. Not to draw you to the microphone, but primarily through Steve Stanford with our sanitary district. This is a ongoing.
For years and years and years and years.
Yes.
Good morning, Brad Minnick, Premier Engineers. That's correct. It was after a brief discussion directed towards the sanitary board, and that's the last activity I had with it. Was he was going to work with them directly to detail what he'd been studying.
I'll ask for an upgrade from our sanitary district at our next meeting then, since they're not here, if that's acceptable to the board.
It's kind of out of our hands right now, though, don't you think? Perhaps we ought to just remove it from our pending item list and let them work on it?
I think that's the way to go.
Okay, all right, then I need a motion to remove.
Motion to remove.
And second.
I'll call for the vote. Mayor Perry?
Aye.
Mr. Vincent?
Aye.
Chair votes aye as well. And the next one is one that's been on our list for a long time. Rodney McCormick request for cameras and security lights in neighborhoods at 11th, 10th, and York Streets for safety. And we were waiting on the Flock Raven placement to address this. Do we still want to keep this on the agenda here on the pending items list?
No. I'll make a motion to remove.
I'll second.
Okay, then I'll call for the vote. Mayor Perry?
Aye.
Mr. Vincent?
Aye.
Chair votes aye as well. Next is our pending item, or after this is our public comment. Is there anyone here from the public wishing to make a comment?
Yeah, Tommy Klovic, 1316 Ohio Street. Get back to transit. I think we're spending way too much money on these bus shelters. $130,000 for 10 bus shelters. We're only going to install 9 of them. We're going to keep one of them for spare parts. That's $13,000 per bus shelter. I think that we need bus shelters. We just don't need fancy bus shelters. Like I said, I always stopped and visit, Chicago, and you'll find a lot of their bus shelters are easy targets for graffiti, vandalism, littering. They often become abodes for vagrants, and they're often left in disgusting, unsanitary conditions. I just think we need to make something more simple bus shelters. And the other thing about the GPS, a lot of the bus stations in the main parts of Chicago, they'll actually have a video board on them, and then they'll tell you exactly when the bus is going to arrive, like the GPS. It's kind of like going to the airport, looking at the arrival and departure screens at the airport. But I think just that's way too much for these bus shelters. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments. Any other comments? Any board comments?
None here, Madam Chair.
No.
Then I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Call for the vote. Mayor Perry?
Aye.
Mr. Vincent?
Aye.
Chair votes aye as well.